This is my workshop. And basically, this is the messy work table that I have. Hello, Stopan.
Hi. Hi again.
Right here, I keep my nipping press, and below it, the sewing frame.
Yeah.
That looks handmade too.
Well, the press is from somebody named Robert from the UK, but they're a bit hard to find really, but it was a cheap alternative. The sewing frame is from a Dutch master carpenter, and this press is from him as well.
Yeah.
And my knives are here. This is my old press, which I don't really use anymore.
This looks like a press for juices or something like that.
Well, what can I say? And some of my tools, band nippers, saws, hammers.
Yeah.
And below I keep a bit of my lino printing equipment, my papers. It's a bit messy, but works for me, I guess. And right here I have the big lane press with the plow. Collection of hand tools.
Yeah.
Some chemicals, glues, paints, inks, and so on. And right here I have my weights that I use in my free time. A few books around here. I can actually show you. This is one of my early attempts to make a binding, and inside is a printed book on Bulgarian manuscripts.
It's always interesting to see first attempts in bookbinding of different bookbinders.
Yeah, most of them are pretty sad.
Well, that's how we'll start, and then it gets better. And I think that's a good example to everyone that you just need to begin with something, and then it improves. And several years later, you can make rather good books.
Yeah, I hope so. And here are a few journals that I plan to make quite soon.
So that's a stack of work for the nearest weeks, I guess.
Yeah, these are 3 journals that I'm going to be doing now. They're going to be brown, 4 red, and 3 blue ones, each with their own particular lino print design on the cover. And some past works as well. This is maybe from 2014 or 15.
Yeah. So once again, it already looks quite nice.
You can see some things that I wouldn't do now, such as this ugly space inside.
Well, every time I take some of my old books, I can see some things that I should have done better. That's just how it works.
Do you make your paper in here too?
I have a big plow and press here as well, but I don't use it often because I don't work such large formats.
Okay.
But just in case.
You have a good collection of presses.
Yeah, I really
I
want
counted
to.
like 5 or 6.
Well, so this one, which is a laying in time press. This press that I made myself a lot of years ago, but I still use. The old press that I don't really use. The big press below. The nipping press here. The laying press and plow here.
Yeah.
So these are all my presses. And basically this is my small workshop.
Yeah.
This is where I keep my leathers and other materials. I really want to keep them away from the light.
Yeah.
And I have this sort of like utility room, which actually was a bath at some point. But I make paper here, and I have to clean glue or inks or any such things. I basically use this wet room.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just ruin this nice room here.
That's good to have a wet room quite close to your workshop, because I make paper in our bathroom and it's on the other side of the apartment, so it's always quite a messy process to go all the way over there to do the paper and then bring it back, and you're going always. Yeah.
I have to say, yours is by far the tidiest workplace I've ever seen. Usually it's all covered in projects and bits and pieces and instruments, and for you it has to be in its own place. It's really nice.
Thank you. Right now, I consider it actually messy. Usually, it's a bit more straight. But to be honest, I can't start work if things are not cleaned up. I mean, I just I feel filthy.
I've been cleaning my workshop for the past 4 weeks because I finally felt that I can't move forward without a clean workshop, and it looks like I can't even compare how much messier it looks right now after 4 weeks of cleaning compared to your small workshop.
Hey, but you have a lot of stuff. I mean, when I look behind you, you have a lot of things going on, and
yeah. On the top
I
shelf,
try to keep it.
On the top shelf, I usually have some orders that are waiting sending. Like the orange thing over there is a paper making mold.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I really like the watermark.
Yeah, it's a lemon. Yeah, that was one of the things that I really liked about 3D printing paper making molds, that you can make almost any watermarks with quite easily compared to traditional paper making molds. So yeah, I really love.
Yeah, I really can.
I really love this process. So once again, it shows that you can do bookbinding in a quite small space, and you do not really need a large studio to make some books. Really, what you need to have is at least one table, and then you can already begin making books.
Yeah, I think so too. It's really the big investment in tools comes really with larger expectations about what you want to do, but it's not really necessary in the beginning.
Yeah. We had one of our first guests was a Brazilian Dutch binder and book restorer, Eliana Gomez from Haarlem, from Netherlands, and she has a very small studio. It's like, I think it's 6 square meters or something like that, or even less. And she has a board shear there. She had a lot of storage. She has a workbench, and I just loved how impressively well she used all this small space. Not only space, not only the surface, not only the 6 square meters, but all the space of the small workshop.
Yeah.
So, yeah.